everything you know is already outdated. AI could be a replacement for game developers. Soon, everything's skill base will be taken over. Well, it could. We can only understand by gathering bits of information and data. There was a time where game development was pure artistry. You make your own hand-drawn sprites. You hard code all the mechanics. Then came game engines, pre-made textures, assets, and packs. Now comes AI, and it's going to take over everything. Now the big question is, what comes of game developers? Will we even be needed? Is learning game development or continuing it worth a while? Will your game actually be successful in the sea of AI games? In an interview, Yoko Taro, the greatest Japanese game developer of this era, the creator of a fantasy game called Drakengard, has announced that he sees the end of game development by the hands of AI in about 50 years from now. But when asked if AI can take over the unique plot and storytelling, Yoko Taro and another game developer named Chiroshi agreed. But Kodaka, also a game developer who likes to dive into dark fantasy, has stated that AI can recreate the unique plots and stories of our games, but it can never recreate the unique decisions made behind it. But what does this exactly mean? How will this leave game developers standing? To understand this, let's look into the past to see how AI has grown throughout the years. Well, in 1956, one of the professors of Dartmouth College named John McCarthy loved the idea of thinking machines. He always dreamed about building a machine that can think or do tasks a human can usually do. So he created a summer workshop to clarify and develop ideas about thinking machines. He and a few others decided to choose the name Artificial Intelligence for the project. Their first successful project was a robot that can prove mathematical theorems. In 1997 was the first ever recorded moment of a machine beating a man. A robot specially trained for chess actually managed to beat a grandmaster called Garry Kasparov. And finally, after all those years, AI was finally able to think and respond. It was great in automation, in scam detection, and it could even recognize human voices and respond. Then we moved to 2018, which is where everything changed. In 2018, OpenAI had just released their model GPT-1, which raised large language models, also known as LLMs. And 2020 is when AI actually started to have intelligent conversations with humans. AI was able to create images by taking pre-existing art off the internet and collecting them. It identified everything in the prompt as a string, and it connected pieces of old art to create new ones, which had destroyed the art industry, as well as AI creating its own music. One prompt and the song was done. No need to pay attention to the beats, no need to buy samples off the internet. And AI could even write essays, which shocked humanity. This is where it all changed, and this is where AI started to develop. There are people who say that AI will take over the entire industry, and there are people who say that it's reached its limit, it won't get any better. But that's what they thought about AI art. They thought that AI art will forever be bad and artists will forever rule over. But it got better. It's almost impossible to tell the difference unless you look extremely closely. With the right prompt and a right LLM, you can ask an AI to make a whole website and it would generate it straight from scratch. Whole website can be done without any help from a human in just a few seconds. That is the power that AI has of this current day. So what may happen in the future? Now there's even an AI that can model things for you. Soon, sound effects, VFX, art, coding, everything will be taken over by AI, and it might even be able to publish it on Steam. No need to even copy paste or even click the publish button. It will all be done by the hands of AI. So what will we even do? What will be the future of game development? Well, it's time to understand what Kodaka meant. The story and plot is easy for an AI to recreate. The unique decisions aren't. What he means is that making a game is completely different from prompting a game. The parts where you don't want to get rid of, the parts features that were scrapped out, the ideas that you made, is something that AI can never recreate. Only humans can have that decision trial and error process in game development or in anything in general. AI can try and fail as well, but it won't be the same as when a human does it. But there's more to it, and this is what I believe. There is something that AI cannot change, cannot recreate, no matter how much it develops, or no matter how far it goes. We have to remember that AI is just a gathering of data and a collection of numbers. And it simply cannot possess this one thing just because it is artificial. And this is emotion and experience. But this is something humans can possess. Humans can feel sad. Robots, well, they can, but it's not the same as when a human feels it. Their sadness, happiness, or excitement isn't real. It's code. It's artificial. They can appear sad, but they can't exactly feel it like how humans do. Well, you may ask, what does this have to do with games? Well, let's say if you're making a game, but you want it to be based off something like an experience you had when you went out on a trip with your family, or a game that represents certain experience or feeling. A good example of this is Lacey's Flash Games. It's a horror, but it was inspired by the lives of the creators. If AI makes the game similar to it, it doesn't feel what humans feel. What AI will put up inside the game will be represented on certain data, but not off emotion or creativity that a human has. When a human creates a game similar to it, they can represent the emotions we feel, the emotions humans can feel, the emotions they felt clearly. Like even with writing lyrics, AI can do a great job, but a human can only resonate with a human. And people, they want someone that feels what they feel. They want someone who stays connected and understands them. A bond and an understanding is what all humans crave. If you felt the same way someone else has, you're going to feel more connected to them, or they're going to feel more connected to you in a certain way. When you create a game about your excitement, your joys, your pain, it will be relatable. You will add things that AI will not think about because it couldn't feel the emotion. Like, you can make the sky something that resonates, something that reminds you of that feeling. Even small details in the game can be represented of that emotion or feeling. And that's something AI can never do. It cannot mimic feelings or emotions, yes, but it cannot actually experience them. It cannot feel what a human can feel. I'm an animal lover myself. If you ever see another animal lover and wonder why are they so close to animals, they treat it as if they're humans. Well, because we know that they can feel what we feel. Cats show a lot of emotion. They can be very relatable to how a human behaves. So people automatically feel connected to that species or creature. What will humans do after AI takes it all? Well, this is the answer. Emotional intelligence will be superior to AI in this case. It will always be greater than AI. Humans can resonate with humans. Humans can feel what other humans do. Even when making your game, instead of just making it on trends, you can add a bit of your life story, how you felt in certain areas or moments in your life, and it will create a greater bond with the players. So it's time to be irreplaceable. Instead of working on your skill set, you should work on your human creativity and your human intelligence. It's time to open your third eye. It's time to become a meta-human. Work on making your game trigger the player. Work on how to add more emotion and creativity in the game. Work on how to trigger the player's emotions, how to make the player feel connected. Because that's what's really going to matter in the future. It's time to move. It's always respectable to keep moving forward, to keep learning, to keep growing, and stay strong rather than giving up because AI is taking your job. Oh, and something even more important is that instead of blacklisting AI, use it to your advantage. It's not like big companies or businesses are going to worry about how much job loss there will be. They are going to be using AI because it's cheaper, more effective, and it won't take as much as time as a developer would. And soon, when this entire world gets covered by piles of digital dust made by AI, soon the actual beauty of human work and human creation will rise. People might see human art, human games as more valuable than anything AI can make. So now that's all I have to say for this video. See you guys in the next one.